Your time is being stolen. Every hour you trade for a paycheck is an hour you will never get back. What if the system you were taught to trust is actually the very thing keeping you broke? This is the salary trap, and today we break the chains. Welcome to the salary trap. It's a systemic cycle that trades your time for survival, but never for freedom. In part one, we expose the illusion of security, how the education system prepares us for a life of dependency. In part two, we tackle the silent wealth killers, inflation, taxes, and the treadmill of lifestyle creep. And finally, in part three, we reveal the escape plan, how to shift from active income to passive wealth. Our mission is simple, to give you the blueprint to walk free. Let's dive in. Welcome to part one, the illusion of security. Why do we trade freedom for paychecks? Our modern schools were designed during the industrial age to produce obedient, factory-ready workers. The bell doesn't just mark time, it trains us to respond to external commands. We move through the pipeline, emerging with a diploma, but no real financial education for the future. The trap begins when we agree to trade our limited hours for a fixed rate. We start climbing a ladder that seems to go on forever, fueled by hollow corporate promises. We sign contracts that prioritize the company's growth over our personal long-term freedom. Our creativity is often boxed into a cubicle, limited by the scope of our job. Student debt ensures we must start working immediately, leaving no room for exploration. As our salary grows, our expenses often rise even faster, keeping the gap small. We are conditioned to perform repetitive tasks, becoming more like machines than creators. The monthly paycheck becomes a leash, keeping us tied to a desk we don't own. Bureaucracy and busy work distract us from the bigger picture of our financial health. Look at your calendar. How many of those days are truly yours? Probably very few. As an employee, taxes are taken before you even see your money. You are the highest taxed class. Life expenses fall like rain, and our small salary umbrella can barely keep us dry. No matter how hard you work, there is always a ceiling on what a single job can pay. We often lose our identity as we try to fit into the corporate mold, chasing someone else's dream. One missed paycheck could send your entire life into a free fall. That's not security. Every great idea you have at work belongs to the company, not to you. We learn to live on a budget instead of learning how to increase our value. Saving a few coins won't make you wealthy if the system is designed to take them back. The hours from 9 to 5 are the most productive of your life. Who are they for? Ask yourself, if you stopped working today, how long would you survive? That's your true wealth. We try to catch every opportunity, but we're limited by the tools the system gave us. You have the potential to do great things, but you're wearing a corporate uniform. Every path we take seems to lead back to the same destination, the industrial office machine. Traditional savings accounts are a slow-burning candle in a room full of inflation winds. The weight of supporting a family often makes us even more afraid to take risks. We think we're moving toward freedom, but it's often just a signpost on a circular track. The security of a job is a fragile glass shield. One economic shift, and it shatters. Long-term commitments can become anchors that keep you from pivoting when you need to. Pushing the boulder of monthly bills up a hill is a never-ending task for the salary earner. You must decide, do you want a higher salary or do you want to own an asset? The system puts up do not enter signs on the path to true wealth for the working class. Even a large pile of cash can be a trap if it's not working for you. We dream of a better life, but the blueprint is often out of reach on a single income. You cannot stop the clock, but you can change what you do with your time. Wealth is measured in time, not just dollars. Salary is just a temporary fix. It's time to dive into a new story and rewrite your financial future. True ownership requires a new kind of education, one the traditional system never intended for you. Every day is a choice between staying in the trap or building your exit. It's time to hit play on your own life, not just follow the script. The history of the salary trap is long, but your involvement in it doesn't have to be. Take a closer look at how you spend your days. Every hour is an investment. The exit is clearly marked for those who are willing to look for it. You have the power to draw a completely different world for yourself. Passion is the fuel that will help you build your bridge out of the trap. Don't be fooled by the trophies of the corporate world. They are often just weights. This is the end of the old story. Your new journey starts now. Small savings are just the beginning. The goal is to grow them into assets. Time is the only asset you can't get more of. Don't waste it in the trap. Balance your life by prioritizing freedom over the next paycheck. The system wants you to be a consumer, but you need to be a producer. Working a job without assets is like walking up an escalator that's going down. Be the CEO of your own life, not just an employee in someone else's. Break out of the maze of office walls and find your own path. True freedom is the ability to work from anywhere on your own terms. Don't let the system silence your potential. Speak your own truth. You already hold the key to the trap. It's time to use it and walk free. Welcome to part 2, the silent wealth killers. Why does earning more often feel like having less? Inflation is the invisible treadmill that speeds up every year, forcing you to run faster just to stay in place. It eats away at your purchasing power, taking a bite out of every dollar you save before you even spend it. Your savings account is a leaky bucket. With interest rates lower than inflation, your money is slowly draining away. Then comes the tax squeeze. As your salary increases, you move into higher brackets, keeping less. The government sends you a bill for your success, while business owners get to write off their lifestyle. We often drive ourselves into debt trying to look wealthy, turning a car into a financial anchor. The pressure to upgrade is constant. New phones, new cars, new clothes, always chasing the latest model. We balance heavy mortgages and car payments on a fragile salary beam, calling it normal middle-class life. Luxury items are heavy bags that slow down our journey to freedom, yet we carry them proudly. We trudge through the swamp of consumerism, bogged down by things we bought to impress others. Our cart is full of wants disguised as needs. We've forgotten the difference, and our wallet pays the price. By the time you pay for the past, your paycheck has shrunk to almost nothing for your future. Everything has a price tag, but the true cost is the hours of your life you traded to buy it. Interest rates are the clocks that never stop ticking. If you're paying them, you're losing time. We carry the banks on our backs, supporting their profits with our fees and interest payments. Look at the graph. Your dollar buys less today than it did yesterday. Holding cash is a losing strategy. We use credit cards as a shield against emergencies, but they are actually swords that cut deeper. Trying to save without investing is like trying to catch coins in a hurricane. Most of it blows away. The new model is always shiny, but the shine fades fast. The debt, however, stays forever. Monthly subscriptions are small leeches. One doesn't hurt, but 20 will drain your financial blood. 0% interest is the sweetest trap. It lures you in, but the penalties are waiting in the dark. Ignore your bills and they grow into a mountain that becomes impossible to climb. We confuse standard of living with quality of life. One costs money, the other costs freedom. Retirement becomes a moving target. Every time you think you're close, the cost of living jumps ahead. Marketing screams in our ears 24/7, creating insecurities that only spending can seemingly fix. You cannot fill a pool of wealth with a teaspoon of salary. You need a hose of passive income. A tax refund isn't a gift. It's an interest-free loan you gave to the government. A 30-year mortgage is a chain that keeps you in the same job, the same city, and the same mindset. Too often, by the time we can afford our dreams, we find they are sold out or we are too old. High interest rates are hooks that catch you when you're vulnerable and never let go. Debt is a snowball. Once it starts rolling downhill, it grows in size and speed until it crushes you. That new car smell is expensive perfume for a heavy financial anchor. The shine fades fast. In an inflationary environment, your cash savings are melting ice cubes. Use them or lose them. The tax code is a web designed to catch employees, while investors and business owners slip through. True wealth lies behind a paywall. The price of admission is assets, not hours worked. Your energy is finite. Relying solely on your own labor is a battery that will eventually run out. Uncontrolled spending is a fire that burns down your future security to keep you warm today. Without an emergency fund, every small bump in the road becomes a major crash. We escape our lives on vacations we can't afford, returning to more debt and more stress. Insurance is a shield against catastrophe, but many of us are holding one that's too small. Building a life on a bridge of credit is a dangerous game. One crack can bring it all down. The ladder of social status has no top. There is always someone with a bigger house or a nicer car. We look at financial independence through a fence, believing it's reserved for the lucky few. True work-life balance is impossible when your survival depends on your next shift. Inflation is a balloon that keeps expanding until it bursts your budget. Debt casts a long shadow over your future, dimming every opportunity that comes your way. The only way to kill these monsters is to plant the seeds of investment early and often. Compound interest is the rocket fuel of wealth. You need to be on the ship, not watching from the ground. Learn the rules of the game. The tax code has doors that open only for those who own assets. The key to escaping the trap isn't more money. It's a fundamental shift in your mindset. Stop looking at next week and start looking at the next decade. The view is clearer. Your time is running out. Do not trade the best years of your life for a paycheck you'll spend in a month. Opportunity is knocking, but you can't open the door if your hands are full of debt. The economy is unstable. Relying on a job for stability is like balancing on a rolling ball. Fear keeps us in the trap. Fear of losing, fear of failure, fear of the unknown. Financial knowledge is the weapon that defeats fear. It lights the path forward to your exit. Financial knowledge is the weapon that defeats fear. It lights the path forward. Freedom is not a destination. It's a new way of living that starts the moment you decide to break free. We have identified the problem. Now we must execute the solution. Welcome to part 3, the escape plan. It's time to stop running the rat race and start building your bridge. Phase 1 is shifting your surplus into index funds. Watch your ownership stake grow over time. Phase 2 is building dividend streams. Let your money work for you while you sleep. Phase 2 is building dividend streams. Every coin you earn from your assets is a victory. Phase 4 is entrepreneurship. Build a digital system that scales without your direct labor. This requires a fundamental mindset shift. You are no longer just an employee, you are a strategist. Water your money tree with high-value skills. Your ability to solve problems is your greatest asset. Wear the badge of an owner. Take responsibility for your financial outcome instead of blaming the system. Unleash the power of systems. Stop working in the machine and start owning the gears. Walk through the doors of different asset classes. Diversification is your protection against uncertainty. Collaborate with others. Wealth is a team sport, and partnerships can accelerate your escape. Automate your wealth building. Set up systems that work for you automatically every single day. The system is the key. Stop working in the system and start working on your own system. Look in the mirror and track your net worth, not just your monthly income. Net worth is freedom. The exit is in sight. Every asset you acquire is a step closer to walking through that door. Focus on scalability. Look for opportunities where your income isn't tied to your time. Rental income is a sturdy brick in your bridge. It provides the consistency a salary never can. Create once, get paid forever. Royalties from your work are the ultimate escape from the hourly trap. Invest in your financial literacy. It's the only investment that pays interest for a lifetime. The goal is to be the owner of your time. That is the true crown of success. This is the end of part 3, but the beginning of your journey. The plan is in your hands. Say goodbye to the factory mindset. It's time to put your plan into massive action. Keep your eyes on the long-term goal. Every small step forward is a win for your future self. Follow your passion, but build the assets to support it. That is the secret to a rich life. The world is full of investment opportunities. Expand your horizon and think globally. True success isn't a title. It's the freedom to choose how you spend your one and only life. The sun is rising on your new future. Walk forward with confidence. The trap is behind you. Build your wall of wealth brick by brick. Every dollar invested is a soldier in your army. Recurring revenue is the heartbeat of freedom. Build systems that don't need you to breathe. Climb the ladder of asset growth. Each rung takes you higher above the reach of the trap. Plant your money trees today. In a few years, you'll be sitting in the shade they provide. Passive income is your shield. It protects you from the arrows of inflation and economic shifts. Open the chest of time freedom. It is the most valuable treasure you will ever find. Watch your assets grow. The math doesn't lie, and the math says ownership is the way. Cut the chains of debt. You cannot fly to freedom if you are anchored to the past. Stand on the mountain of 100% freedom. You've earned it. Now help others escape the trap. The salary trap is powerful, but it's not permanent. You now have the blueprint to build your own bridge to freedom. True wealth starts with a shift in mindset and ends with the ownership of productive assets. Stop building someone else's dream. Start today. Plant your seeds, educate yourself, and refuse to be a cog in the machine. Your future self will thank you. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to join the movement and take control of your time. The exit is open. Will you walk through it?